Hello, I am Amy Fesmeyer. I am the co-chair for the Congenital Heart Walk, a volunteer for the Adult Congenital Heart Association, and president of the Delaware Valley Adult Congenital Heart Network. Most importantly, I am a survivor of tetralogy of flow, a series of 4 structural defects in the heart, and I'm missing my pulmonary valve. I had open heart surgery at 4 years old, and as with most tetralogy of flow patients, I will need a second open heart surgery to prevent further permanent and debilitating damage, which wasn't expected when I had my first surgery.
I'm Denise Curcio, a board member for the Adult Congenital Heart Association and a volunteer for both the Delaware Valley Congenital Heart Walk and the Children's Heart Foundation's Pennsylvania chapter. This is my daughter, Soleya. She was born with a complex congenital heart condition called hypoplastic left heart syndrome. Her left ventricle and aorta are underdeveloped. She successfully endured 2 surgeries and is scheduled for her 3rd next year. However, even with these surgeries, she still faces an uncertain future with possible complications such as irregular fast heart rhythms, called arrhythmias, stroke, or even sudden death. Many children with hypoplastic left heart syndrome will need a heart transplant. The wait time for a child heart can be lengthy, and children often need to live in the hospital until they receive a new heart.
The Congenital Heart Walk is the only grassroots fundraiser in the United States created specifically to support the 1.8 million children and adults living in this country with congenital heart disease, or CHD. This event benefits both the Children's Heart Foundation and the Adult Congenital Heart Association to unite both the pediatric and adult congenital heart disease communities. The Children's Heart Foundation is the country's leading organization solely committed to funding CHD research and has allocated over $4 million to congenital heart research studies. The Adult Congenital Heart Association is dedicated to improving the lives of adults with congenital heart disease through fundraising, education, advocacy, and the promotion of research.
There are over 40 types of heart defects, and each defect has its own prognosis, interventions, and complications. There is no cure for congenital heart disease, and congenital heart patients need to be followed closely throughout their lives by specialized cardiologists. While this consortium of defects impacts nearly 2 million patients for their entire lifetime, many throughout our country are unaware of the devastating impact unless they are directly affected. For example, twice as many children will die from their heart defect this year than will die from all forms of pediatric cancer. But pediatric cancer research receives 5 times as much funding as congenital heart disease research. 1 in approximately 100 babies is born with a heart defect. Children with Soleya's diagnosis once died only hours to days after birth. While she's now a healthy, active, nearly 2-year-old, her future is quite uncertain. Past donations literally gave my daughter and many others life. Our only hope for Soleya's healthy future is new research and innovations.
In the last 25 years, advances in interventions of some heart defects have enabled 500,000 U.S. children with heart defects to reach adulthood for the first time in history. This is an achievement to be celebrated. However, this new population of adults with congenital heart disease is facing unexpected complications. Many of us will face permanent or debilitating damage, strokes, multiple open heart surgeries, and other surgical interventions, limitations with typical life events such as exercise and pregnancy, liver complications, heart and lung transplants, and death as early as our 20s. Our hope is that present and future donations will provide services and research to help us live longer lives with less disability and fewer major surgeries.
Thousands of teams and individuals would join together to walk, run, and volunteer at multiple sites around the country to support the millions of congenital heart defect survivors and to honor our congenital heart defect angels and their families. This is a day of excitement, music, and other entertainment. Each walk supports additional research, outreach, education, and advocacy to improve the physical and emotional lives of those with congenital heart disease. Be part of the excitement and the hope by registering to walk or volunteer today.
Opportunities to sponsor, promote, and donate to the Delaware Valley Congenital Heart Walk are also available. Your support will help people like Soleya and I live healthier, longer lives. Please call us today to be part of our success.